Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our little podcast channel. I kind of lost my voice yesterday, so I'm a little shot. But today we got a little something special. We're gonna be talking about hot seats for the NFC. We tried recording this before, but it was too long, so we're gonna
Well,
put this into two parts.
also the audio was just bad and I couldn't fix it.
Yeah, so we'll put this into two parts. So this is gonna be part one, the first 8 coaches that we found.
In alphabetical order by city name.
Yep. Oh, okay. And so our first little NFL coach is going to be Jonathan Gannon from the Arizona Cardinals.
Who's the Eagles defensive coordinator? If I'm wrong, y'all see it. If I'm
But
wrong.
so the Arizona Cardinals had last year a team record of 4-13. Of course, Gannon is going to be starting his first position as NFL head coach. So obviously we don't know how he's going to do. Literally anything is better than 4-13 for the Cardinals, especially with the quarterback. What's his name?
Tyler Murray.
Tyler Murray. Thank you, Tyler Murray. And he's gonna be injured, so they gotta use a backup. And they also have to contend with the 49ers, the Seahawks, and the Rams, which
They don't have D-Hop anymore, so I don't think they can do better than 4-13.
I mean, I think they're going to do better than 4-13. Of course, his hot seat is going to be a 0. We'll do on a scale of 1 to 5. His hot seat is going to be 0. But, we're also going to try and predict the team's records with these new coaches and these old coaches. So, who you got for the Arizona Cardinals?
Like I said, they don't have D-Hop anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Not that J.J. Watt was like all-star level.
But he was still very good.
Yeah, he retired.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're losing two big pieces of the team. So, I would say they probably go about 4-13 again. If Tyler stays healthy, they can probably go better.
Well, remember, Kyler Murray actually has an ACL tear, I'm pretty sure. So, he's not going to probably start until like midway through the season.
Does he?
Yeah, he's still not going to start midway through the season.
Okay. So, I still say they go 4-13.
I'm thinking about 6 wins. I'm thinking about 6 wins. Maybe.
I could see
Maybe. But again, they also have to contend with the juggernauts and the 49ers. The juggernauts kind of in the Seahawks. Those are going to be the two fighters in their division. And seeing how the Rams are, they might squeeze out third.
Yeah.
But next on the list, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Arthur Smith is the head coach, coming in at 14-20, 2 years with the team, and a team record last year of 7-10. The Falcons are in a pretty. I think they're in a pretty
They're in an okay spot.
They're in a pretty okay spot. I think Arthur Smith is doing okay. He's doing doable. So again, I don't see his hot seat rating being high at all. Maybe like a 1, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, one seems fine for that. I'm with you on that. It all just depends on obviously who starts at quarterback. Not sure whether it's going to be Desmond Ritter or Taylor Heineke.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure that out after preseason happens and everything, and the outlook might be a little bit different then if we want to do a ranking after preseason on the teams.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I think he's okay. I'd get hot seat of 1 or 2, and the Falcons record, I'm thinking around 8-7 wins too. Probably the same. What do you think?
yeah, I know he's been 7-10 2 years in a row, so I'm probably saying about 7 or 8 wins.
Okay, so we're about even so far, which is surprising. First time for everything.
Right.
So next one, I'll let you take the lead. Carolina Panthers.
All right.
7-10. What's the seasonal record?
Yeah.
Don't know how.
We still finished second in our division, so I'm okay with that.
And Frank Rich.
Frank Wright.
Frank Wright. Coming in at a 41-35-1 record, but it is the first time for the NFL head coach position for the Carolina Panthers. How do you feel about it?
I don't know how I feel about him. I mean, I like him because he's a quarterback-minded guy, considering he played quarterback in the NFL for It'll be up right here. I don't know how long. He was a quarterback for the Panthers 1 year. I don't know how much he played that year because I wasn't born to see that season. I wasn't alive.
I mean,
yet,
I wasn't born to
but
see Jay Rice or anything like that, but I know about it.
yeah.
But what do you think his hot seat rating? Do you think
I don't think
has...
he has a hot seat rating because he's a first-year head coach.
So you don't think he has any pressure to try to turn the Panthers around?
I mean, there is some kind of pressure, but it's if he has a hot seat rating, it's not more than a 2.
Okay. And what do you think what do you predict? Of course, obviously we did predictions.
We did
But
predictions, and
what do you
it's
think-
going to be different than our predictions because we were just having fun in the first video.
Okay, so what do you truly think the Carolina Panthers record is going to be?
Truly, that's a hard question. I hope more than 7-10.
10 with hopes for more than 7-10.
Maybe 9-8.
Okay. Of course, I agree with you in terms of hot seat. I'm thinking about 6 wins because I think you guys don't really have enough built around your 5'10" quarterback. How tall is he? He's 5'10", 5'9", right?
Let's see. He's 5. No, I think he's 5'10". I'm pretty sure.
He's 5'10", too short. He's shorter than.
Let's
Russell
see. We have Adam Thielen,
Mm-hmm.
Hayden Hurst.
Mm-hmm.
Who's our running back?
I don't know who your running back is. Is that Chris McCaffrey?
He used to play for the Eagles.
I don't know.
He's number 6. I'm pretty sure.
I have no clue. You should know your own running back.
We just got him this season. I don't know his name. I'll put his picture up right here, and I'll put his name up right here. And then we have DJ Chark as well. So we have a decent little offense, and our defense is, if they stay healthy, our defense is good.
Okay, so either way, I'm still thinking about like 6 wins, but
I can see it going either way. It just depends on if we stay healthy or not.
yeah. Next up, Chicago Bears, which I think is going to be a pretty interesting take for this season.
Yeah.
A seasonal record of 3-14. I don't even know how to say his name. How do you say his name?
Matt Eberflus.
I don't know. Matt Eberflus, I'm going to say that. With of course, last year was his first year, 3-14. I'm thinking the whole team's under pressure. So I'm going to put it at a 3. I'm going to explain why. Justin Fields had the excuse, everyone had the excuse, wait for him to develop. He doesn't have a lot of stuff around him. Now he actually has a fully built offense. Especially with his little breakout last year with his rushing yards. Even though they went 3-14, Justin Fields, I think, still did pretty well.
Right.
So I'm still putting their hot seat around 3 only because the coach has a pressure to get Justin Fields to a very good, playable starter. Not playable starter, but an almost elite starter. Because he has no excuse. Everyone's around him. He was a first-round draft pick.
He has DJ Moore to throw to.
He has DJ Moore to throw to. I'm thinking both pressures for a quarterback and for the coaches at 3. What you got?
I'm gonna agree with you on that. Because I feel like if you can't perform with DJ Moore, then DJ Moore had 3,000-yard seasons in a row and almost had a second one.
Yeah.
With a bunch of different quarterbacks throwing to him every year. So if he can do that, and if Justin Fields can stay healthy, imagine what he can do with one quarterback throwing to him.
Mm-hmm. Now next up, team record. What you got?
Team record. I hope it's better than 3-14.
I'm thinking with how much they got built around him, less than 7 wins, 6 wins, I think is a loss, a very big disappointment for the season.
I predict about 8 wins.
8 wins? Okay.
I could see it. Their division's up and down. The Packers aren't contending. Well, we don't know that for sure.
We'll see what Jordan Love does.
See what Jordan Love does in the season. We'll see how Kirk Cousins plays, and then we'll see how Jared Goff plays.
Yeah. But I'm thinking I think they'll be all right. But next up, we got the Dallas Cowgirls. I got beaten by the 49ers in the playoffs, but 12-5, very good season. They had a pretty all right season. Mike McCarthy is a third-year head coach, and 166 wins, 107 losses, and 2 ties. I'm kind of conflicted. Sure, 12-5 is a great season record. I don't think you can argue that either.
But you're going into the 4th year as a head coach for the team, and you haven't really produced an NFC championship, I don't think.
Yeah, they have never produced an NFC championship appearance.
At least since he's been the head coach.
Yeah, well, again,
probably their whole team probably hasn't been since I've been alive.
And I'm not saying, okay, if this was any other coach, I think they would be fine. But because the Cowgirls have not been to a NFC championship game since I've been born, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's definitely. I have not seen in my lifetime an NFC championship game appearance by the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm thinking he's got pressure to show up in the NFC championship game. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that, and I'm gonna give his hot seat rating a 4 out of 5.
I'm thinking about like a 3, only because he's still doing good in the regular season. But of course, regular seasons doesn't matter the long run.
Regular season does matter to get to the playoffs, but what matters is performing in the playoffs.
And they have performed horribly in the playoffs, defeated twice, hopefully here, twice by the 49ers. 2 years back to back, actually.
Right.
So I'm just thinking, hopefully next year, we get something going. Hopefully we beat them again. I'll be fantastic. But again, I'm thinking around probably I think they're gonna have a strong grip on the division this year. I think the Giants might contend, of course, but I'm still thinking about 12-5 for the record. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that.
So okay, so again, pretty even so far. Detroit Lions, very interesting team.
Very, very interesting. It depends on how Jared Goff plays.
And coming in at 9-8, impressed everyone. So coming in at 9-8 record, Dan Campbell can we get 17-28-1 after 2 years. I must say he is and isn't. So I'm gonna put him at a 2 or 3, only because the pressure to perform now is a bit higher. Everyone has now realized how it feels to have a winning record down there in Detroit. After being bottom tier for a while. I'm thinking that he has pressure to perform now only because they now know how it feels like to win. And now we know that they have the potential to win.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking 2 or 3 to perform. But I don't think he's too much in the hot seat. Of course, after 2 years, they're probably thinking, okay, it's 2 years. Give him a little bit more time, especially now they have a 9-8 record, finally a winning record. If they go backwards here, I think he's going to be in serious trouble. I don't see him going backwards. So I'm going to put him a hot seat of 2 or 3. And I'll probably have a 7, maybe 8 win season this season. How about you?
I'm going to agree with you on that. And I know that's taking a step backwards from where they landed this year.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, it's kind of just pressure on Jared Goff to perform well.
Yeah, Jared Goff, again, former first-round pick from the...
He made it to the Super Bowl with the Rams.
With the Rams, yeah. Former first-round pick from the Rams. And I think he's done okay.
He's mid-tier.
He's definitely mid-tier. He's always mid-tier. But, again, we'll see how they do. I'm very interested to see how they do. And who else I'm interested to see do is the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, speaking of the Green Bay Packers,
no more Aaron Rodgers.
No more Aaron Rodgers.
So 8-9 for the record with Aaron Rodgers. Matt LaFleur, 49-22 after 4 years. But here comes the question: is he a product of Aaron Rodgers, or was he the one that had the rings on Aaron Rodgers? And I think this is going to be an interesting season to see what he does at coach, like, especially with Jordan Love.
Right.
Jordan Love is going to definitely be the make or break for this team. Of course, they have Aaron Jones, so that's that's probably their only other vet besides maybe a few guys on defense. I'm not really sure.
Their defense is good.
And they did have a breakout receiver last season. I can't remember his name, but
he was number 9, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. And he had a pretty good breakout season. But I'm still
Christian Watkins.
Yes, Christian Watkins.
Or Watson, whatever his name is.
And so I'm thinking it's gonna be interesting. I don't think he's at a hot seat only because we don't know how they're gonna perform. But I do think he has to put a little bit of pressure on himself. He is a little bit worried to see how the team is going to shape up this year.
Right.
They're a very big question mark. So I don't even know really what to put their seasonal record at.
I'd probably say about 8 wins again.
I would say safety, 8 wins. If they go backwards here, we'll see. That's what we'll really tell.
If they go backwards here, then his hot seat's at a 4.
Most definitely, because now
if they stay the same, I think his hot seat's at 2.
Only because if they go back, I agree with you. Because if they go backwards, that's when we'll figure out that he was a product of Aaron Rodgers' wins.
Yeah.
So again, we'll see. And the last team that we're going to review today is the Los Angeles Rams. Being at 5-12 for the seasonal record, disappointing after a Super Bowl win. They didn't have a Super Bowl hangover. They had a Super Bowl coma. Like, it was bad. Sean McVay, 67-41, 5 years. He was also threatening retirement after this year.
But he didn't.
He didn't retire. He's still head coach. I don't know how to put it, only because I see if they go backwards again this year, around like 4 wins, 3 wins, if even 6 wins, I can see him retiring.
Yeah.
I don't know the situation with Aaron Donald. I don't know. Do you know if he's retired or not?
I'm pretty sure he's not, but it could be his last year.
Yeah, I can see both of them being their last years. I don't see much coming into Sean McVay this season. I mean, they don't really have much built around. I think this is more of a rebuild season.
I mean, if their team stays healthy, I think they can be pretty good contenders. But if not, I don't see them winning more than like 6 games.
Yeah, I don't see him winning many games. I'm thinking around, especially again, 49ers and Seahawks are going to be juggernauts this season. And Cardinals are kind of going to be there. They're going to be there so they'll get by.
If they can stay healthy, I think they can win maybe 10 games. But if not, I'm just going to safety net it and say 6 wins.
Yeah, I'm going to say 6 wins. The hot seat rating, I'm going to say he doesn't have one, only because if he goes backwards, I can see him retiring. I mean, he already started retirement. I see him retiring.
Even if he doesn't retire, I could see him just being like, I don't want to coach this team anymore, and just,
let's get out.
Get out of his contract and then go coach somewhere else that might have an open seat next year.
Yeah, but thanks again, guys, for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and push that note bell.
At some point, part 2 will be in the description. Once part 2 gets up in like 2 weeks.
So we'll thank you guys for watching. How'd you guys do? Did you guys, agree with us?
Disagree?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. But thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you guys
next time.